into it. Dame Dash. He has the woes. He has uh, the original term woes, not the Drake woes. He's got money woes. He's got debt. He's got no debt. He claims himself that he has no debt whatsoever. But a lot of different documents would point otherwise. But other than that, there's a money hungry lawyer that is trying to get him. He calls him stupid. He calls him dumb and intelligent at the same time, because he calls him intelligent because he has to be somewhat intelligent just to be a lawyer. But he also calls him dumb in the same breath. So I'm just saying, Dame Dash. Dame Dash is a childhood hero of mine. I always looked up to. I mean, he was always that guy in the video pouring champagne on the supermodels and the video girls. I was like, oh, who is this guy? This guy's funny. He's got the dance, the Dame Dash. Like, yeah, that was my guy. I was like, I just grew up with him. I just saw his moves. He had different, he had all these different companies. He had Armadale. He had Rockaware. He had Rockefeller Records, of course. He had CEO. He bought Pro Kids. He bought that company, Pro Kids, to make sneakers. Like, I thought this is the guy. This is that guy that you want to be. You want to be that entrepreneur. You want to be that swaggering, boastful, qualified boasting. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm the best," and you're not the best. But you have to qualify yourself. You have to be great on some level. And Dame Dash is that guy. He continues to be that guy. He's just in another capacity. I mean, he's having problems with his dentures. He's having problems with, past relationships with the mother of his children. All this is wrapped up, and but he's still going. He still continues. He doesn't stop. He's like a shark. He doesn't stop moving. I think if that may be a myth. Maybe that's a myth. I have to check that out. But in this specific case, it's alleging that he used his clothing company CEO to hide funds. That he was hiding jewelry. All these different claims and things. I don't know if they're substantiated. I didn't see any documentation on them. I didn't see anything that was worthy of saying that he was part of that. So I just say, it's just a matter of it's a matter of what he can do to battle in the courts. That's what I can say. What's he going to do when he gets into the courtroom? How is he going to address himself? How is he going to hold up himself? How is he going to be with that same swag and same, I'm going back to the 2010s with swag. But he's got the same drip. He's got that same bravado. He's got that riz, I guess the kids say now. He definitely has that in spades. He has that, by the boatload. So I would have to say that's pretty tremendous to really guarantee that spot amongst his peers. And his peers are waning now. I mean, look at Sean P. Papa Diddy Combs, Baby Oil Diddy. That was a peer, and his stock went way down, as we all know, way down. Irv Gotti is dead. He died. He can't. There's nothing else to say about that. He just passed away. I'm trying to think of some more of his people that he came up with. There's tons of different, the mogul idea, the mogul mindset, that mogul thing. Hello, what is this? Angie Camacho or Ange Camacho 6415. Hello, salute to you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Make sure you tell 6,000 other people to come into this live. Go to your Snapchat, your Facebook, your Lemonade, your TikTok. Let them all know. I'm that guy on the main. I'm the main nigga on the trigger. All right, so but basically, I mean, Dame Dash is he's still an enigmatic figure. He still has that charisma that he exudes. He has that assuredness that he exudes, and he just displays that with aplomb, with a coolness about him. He's into cannabis. I think I believe he's trying to get into the industry. I'm not sure that's unsubstantiated, but I think he does use cannabis. Um, he has, he has a life. He has a, I guess, I think she's his wife. Rocky Raquel Horn, excuse me, Raquel Horn, and he has a son, um, Dusko. So I mean, it's just he has another son, from a previous marriage, but uh this is like his dream lifestyle. He wants the kids in the home, and the dog, Poppington, I think is the name of the dog or something like that. I'm not. Let me get that correct. Oh, shiesty, what the hell? I don't know what happened to the light, but it just went out. But we're gonna keep rolling. Lights, camera, action. Right? Come on, come on. Okay. So he's very. I'm not your brother, GK, but salute to you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the compliment, but I'm not your brother. Um, but anyway, this is a straight tale of, it's picked out of, it's almost Dickensian. Dame Dash's, money woes and his lawsuits and everything. It's like Dickens meets, um John Grisham slash, Stephen King. It's like a nightmare at the same time. I don't know. It's a weird kind of situation, that he's put himself in, or um people have tried to put him in. It's a very difficult kind of thing to consider, but it is very vital to explore it, I think, because this could happen to any of us. Any one of us can just get a lawsuit and it could ruin us. But like, some people say, lawsuits can make you even if you lose. There's a definite example of that in one of the episodes of the lowdown. He explains how, the one lawsuit actually boosted the careers of, these particular filmmakers, quote unquote filmmakers. And that just helped out. But this whole case, this is it's almost at $5 million. It's like, the lawyers trying to block Dame Dash from having his sway over the situation. Dame, I think, is ready though. He's been in the tedious situations like this for over 20-30 years now going on. He was with Beanie Siegel when he was in prison. They both wore super snazzy looking suits and top hats and everything like that. They were, they're going in and out of court, going like that. So you have to give them their just doing their props for that. But I just think of Dame Dash is just like, just another four figure in media. I don't need a daddy. I always had a daddy. Always will have. Well, I may not always have a daddy. I'll probably die before him. But if the cards are right, I will die before him, because he is the one that is in my life that is so profound and so meaningful to have a father. And he's always been that. He's always been there for me for my entire life. And a little different from Dame Dash. Dame Dash called his son, I think his name, I'm trying to think of his name. It's I can't think of his name, but he called him stupid. My dad never called me stupid. He hinted at it, said what I did may have been stupid, but he never called me stupid. So that's the difference there. But Dame Dash, he's just a different breed. He's a different breed of guy. He's a totally different breed of guy. He's a gentleman, but he's very crass at the same time. Vaya vea que me pide aquí el mesmiso Michael Jackson. Okay, I don't know what that means. Could you translate that into English, please? Carla Doranguias, Carla Canan Diaz. Could you translate that into English from is that Spanish or Portuguese? I can't even tell. But Dame Dash definitely is a warrior. He's a warrior. He's definitely seen battles. He's a general. He's a 4-star general in the field. Definitely, being a figure such as that, that's semi. He's not like overly. He's not like Sean Combs. He never was like Diddy. He was never on that level. He was never on that level of fame. He had fame within hip hop. He's huge in hip hop, but in outside circles, like, well, I never heard of Damon Dash. Oh, I never really. But hip hop still respects, I think, Damon Dash, because he just tells it like it is. He doesn't sugarcoat. He doesn't say anything that he doesn't believe is real. I think he's one of a kind in that regard. He's one of one. He's a complete individualist. He would never say this, but he's selfish, and I mean that with every ounce of authenticity and meaning behind it. He's self-interested. He wants his own life to be great. He wants not to disregard or disavow somebody else's life. And that's not in the false sense of the word selfishness in our culture, but in the sense of being completely dedicated to your own well-being. I think Dame Dash has championed that cause for decades now. I think that's very valuable. It's a valuable and key. It's a key trait to have. To have that ability to know who you are, and what you are about. That's Dame Dash. That's the Damon Dash that I know. That's the Dame Dash that was always dancing in the videos, big pimping, hey Poppy, all those different videos he's in, and the guy, talking on Ye's album. Oh, you the kid that gave them beats to Jay? Jay spitting classics to your beats, B. Like, that's Dame Dash. That's the Dame Dash I know. That's the fun-loving, wants to have a good time. Like I said, pouring champagne on broads in the video. Not that I want to do that, but you're just like looking at it like, who is this guy? What is this guy doing? What is he? And he's chasing after one girl, then he goes and chases after another girl. It's great. I mean, that was going back to like 1999, 2000, from the 99 to 2000. But yeah, so it just rings true that he would be able to defend himself, and he's defending himself by way of saying how he gave an example. He's saying, if a businessman asked for $500,000 worth of credit, and or a loan, $500,000 loan. I think he said loan. He didn't say credit. I think he said loan. He said he asked for a $500,000 loan, and he has no Honey Scholar is on. What's going on, SW? Salute to you, sir. Salute. But he said, okay, so if somebody had a $500,000, $500,000 loan, and you have no debt, who's richer? The person without it was $0 to their name, but no debt, but the person that has $500,000 of debt to their name, who's richer? That's what he posed the question. He's saying that the person that has the $0 is richer than the person that has the $500 credit loan, because he or she has to pay that loan back. That loan, that's why there's a specific name for that, for loans. And that's not to switch up topics, but that's just to clarify. That's why student loans are so bogus, or people think they are bogus, because they want to get relief. They want to get tax relief or debt relief, They want to get debt relief from the government or something like that, because they borrowed $80,000 or $100,000 for their schooling. But that's not how that works. T2, welcome back. The tie styling. Yes, it's the same tie as always. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But that's a fact though. You have all this debt. Debt, if you can manage debt, that's beautiful. If you have credit card and you can pay it off, that's wonderful. Because interest rates are always going to bite you. They're always going to bite you. Interest rates are always going to be the ones that are going to be, to wreak havoc on your credit score. It's gonna wreak havoc on your money reserves. Student loan interest rates are very low. Yes, they may be, but still they exist. Private student loans are fine. Government student loans are atrocious. They're evil. The government should not hand out student loans. While it is like this, go for it. Go for those student loans. But I would say not to go for the student loans. I would say go for grants. I would say go for, scholarships and things of that nature. And even scholarships are kind of questionable in that sense. And grants are too. But if they're privatized, that's wonderful. But as it stands, use those government scholarships as they stand today. But I said to get that. So get back to Dame Dash. Dame Dash. This is a full 4-star general. He is a gentleman of leisure. He's a great statesman for Harlem, New York, United States of America. He is a great leader within his frame of presence. Amongst like I said, his peers. His peers are either dead or in jail. His closest peers, Diddy and Irv Gotti, dead or in jail. It's a sad thing, but it's true. I'm trying to think, maybe, Suge Knight. Suge Knight's another example. Record exec in jail. It's sad. Dame Dash is like alone on he's all out on his own, alone like Patti LaBelle. Let him give up his Maybach and help people. Why? That's the question I have to ask for you. Why give up his Maybach and help people? Does he have a Maybach? I don't know. I don't know if he has a Maybach, but let's just assume that he does. Why? I asked you that question, SW. Why give up a Maybach and help people? Doesn't he help people by attaining a Maybach and showing them that if they put in the work, if they grind, if they hustle, that they can also get a Maybach? And I'm not saying that he has one. I'm just saying that he, just for the sake of argument, he has 5. Okay, now I don't know where you're going, SW. I don't know where you're getting your numbers. I don't know where you're getting your figures from. I don't know. You sent me a link and that shows that he has 5 Maybachs or Maybachs or Maybachs. So many different ways you can chop up that name. They love to have something so a nigga can't pronounce it. He has 5. You say, oh, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine. But that's not the reason why I'm saying why. What's that? No, it's not. It's the meaning of the word vodka, water. That's how sad Russians are. They're like, so what do we call this? What do we call this? We call it vodka. What's vodka? Vodka means water. Water. Vodka is water. What do you want? You want champagne? You want whiskey? You want rye? No, we got vodka. We got vodka. It's water. Only people that name their alcohol after just water. Just, it's clear. We're going to drink it. I mean, these are the people that invented the idea of Russian roulette. That's how scary and sad and depraved, the Russian culture is. That's how backwards and disturbing the whole idea of Russia is. Russian roulette and vodka. I mean, that's just insane. But anyway, I'm gonna answer my own question since SW didn't answer the question. Why should he give up anything? Why should he sacrifice anything? Jewelry, cars, house, stocks, bonds, anything of worth or value that can be traded on in the markets for people. And who are the people? What people? For whom? What people are you talking about? And help people. Why aren't people helping themselves? Why are you looking for a savior? Search Chat GPT. How many Maybachs is Raymond Dash? I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why you put Raymond Dash instead of Damon Dash. And what is up with Chat GPT? I heard that, I've seen in videos people are using Chat GPT like it's Google. You should be making money off of it. I'm like, that seems scammy. There's something goofy to that. I don't know. Maybe you can make money off of it, but it seems kind of scammy to me. It seems a little scammy. Seems kind of weird. Like I'll stick to the asking the questions and who is this celebrity? Who is that? What is the meaning of epistemology and stuff like that? And go to first Hip Hop DX article. Well, I can't go to the first Hip Hop DX article. I don't think that's gonna help me out. Because Hip Hop DX is lagging for right now. I'm looking it up right now, no. I'm not seeing anything with Dame Dash. Oh, Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons. He's not in debt or in jail, but he had to get out of the country. Because he knew a storm was coming. He knew that Me Too storm was coming. ChatGPT is the best search engine for deals. What do you mean deals? What kind of deals? Like for dealing in the street, dealing in the internet streets, or what kind are you saying deals for like discount prices on items or something like that? Is that what you mean, SW? What do you mean? I'm not sure exactly what you mean with deals. What do you mean deals? Put in a product you looking to buy online. Okay, got you. But you strayed away from the Dame Dash one. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. You certainly strayed away from that real quick. Or flights with dates is the best. Okay. If you say so. I can't confirm nor deny, but Dame Dash is just he's a figure. He's always going to be a figure in my mind. He's always going to be a champion in my thoughts as somebody that looked at the game, said, you know what, we're going to rewrite the rules. Jay and Kareem and Dame, Sean Carter, Kareem Biggs Burke, and Damon Dash created Rockefeller Records, and that was like, it was unheard of. Nobody heard of such a venture. Rockefeller Records is my favorite. It's my favorite record company. I have all of them: Cash Money, No Limit, Murder Inc., Death Row, Aftermath, Shady Aftermath, all that. G Unit, all of that. I think Rockefeller is the most important. It's the most impactful. I mean, just off the top, off the song, he said, "I don't go with Rockefeller. They got money." Like, and this is not even like before. This is like before they even really blew up. Before Jay really blew up, when he had that string of albums, projects every year. He had 8 studio albums back to back to back. And they all are platinum, I believe, right now. Every last one of them. And I think he's earning money off of them as I speak right now. He's got masters and publishing already, just set up. And I still don't understand how, when you say executive producer, what the hell does that mean? I mean, Damon Dash even talked about that as well. He said, on television and movies and TV, it's like you just want your name up there, or you got like a little percentage, or you put money up or something like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna reap the most benefits just because you have an EP or an executive producer credit to your name. It's not what it really means. So, um, I just I just marvel at the idea of Damon Dash still in the news, still in the news. He can still make the news. He's supposed to be grizzled and old and tired and fat and bitter and no, he's still cracking jokes. He's still serious about his money, but he's able to be light and fun and enjoys life. He's got a great life on the outside. From outside looking in, he's got a great life. He's got the girl, he's got the kid, he's got the house. He's got, I'm sure he's got investments and stuff like that. But this lawyer, as Alec Baldwin said in Malice, you got to see that flick. You got to see the movie Malice. This lawyer, but he's money hungry. He's trying to block Dame Dash. He's trying to say that various properties, various copyrighted movies and different things like that. The director, it was asking for so much money. I think Dame Dash had to pay for it allegedly. And he says that too. He's very smart. He's very keen. It's not just Mr. Troy Star Terrain. He says allegedly a lot. He says allegedly like it's going out of style. But you have to remember, sometimes allegedly won't save you. If it's malicious or if it's something like that, it could be reckless endangerment of the truth. If it's malicious or if it's could threaten somebody's character, then that could be construed as reckless endangerment of the truth, and allegedly will not be able to save you for after that. Who's this? Me Jin Butler 2039. Hi. I see you. Hi, Me Jin Butler. Salute to you. Can I have no? You cannot have a shout out. We don't do shout outs. I just saluted you. That's all I do is salutes. I'm in the haterverse. No shout outs. No shout out. Because you shout out people, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Man, that nigga corny, but he ain't nothing. I seen him on the block the other day. He ain't got nothing going on for him. But shout out to him anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to his whole crew, like, you're just down on him. Now you want to say shout out to him? So we don't do shout outs, we do salutes. Salute. So Dame, he pretty much shows, the way of being a boss. He is a boss. He's without a doubt, pound for pound, one of the biggest bosses ever. Maybe on his scale. He's not a multi-billionaire. He may not even be a multi-millionaire anymore. But it's maybe. I don't know. See, I have to say allegedly because he'll come out and sue me. Be like, I got my millions. Who's this? Michael loves saying, okay, yep, not going to say it. Hi. I'll do the motion, though. I'll do the motion, but I'm not going to say it. It's not going to be recorded. I'm not going to say it. But that was cute, though. That was close. I'm not going to say it, though. I refuse to say those two numbers together. It's not your bad. It's just what it is. You don't have to say sorry. If you feel so apologetic, send me a Cash App. It's $SkyLerSaunders 1. That's my Cash App. If you feel so sorry about yourself, send me a cash. Oh no, that's all right, dog. I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that sorry. It's not that bad. No, I'm not that sorry. I'm not gonna give you any money now. Let's not get crazy. That's how people get. That's just human nature. I don't have cash. Okay, what do you have? PayPal? Do you have Venmo? My Venmo is at SKYLERIZED. My PayPal is Skylar Saunders, SKYLER. That's my own name. SKYLERSAUNDERS. So you might want to look into getting the Cash App. That's my favorite one. I love Cash App the most. Cash App is the truth. So that was my little spiel about Dame. That was the showrunner. Okay, we got Jim Cole saying "Go Trump." Where does Trump go? Trump, go out of office. That's why I said go Trump. Go Trump out of office. Go, go, go. He's the worst president of all time. Second only to President Barack Obama. Two terrible human beings. Just shells of men. To save this country from what? From himself? From all this disgustingness that he's brought upon himself and this nation in 11 months, just in 11 months, and plus 4 years of his previous administration. You are obviously uneducated. So you're very good. You have a very great idea. I'm a dumb community college dropout. You're exactly right, Jim Cole. You're exactly right. I'm obviously uneducated. Yes, I'm super uneducated. I'm unschooled. I'm very unschooled, but I never let my schooling get away with my education. Mark Twain did not say that. Let me say who said that. Grant Allen. Grant Allen actually said it. A lot of people say it was Mark Twain, but it was Grant Allen. But Trump is the worst president of all time. His policies are so backwards and disgusting. Everything he does is for a dog and pony show. He wants to put on the Ritz all the time. He wants to make sure he's the leading guy and the number one, numero uno, and all these different things. So yeah, I'm obviously unschooled, not uneducated. Michael said for real. For real, not for real. FOR. He said FAR space REAL. For real. Oh man. Y'all are great. When y'all come in here, make sure y'all bring like 14,000 people. All them friends, all those followers, all those subscribers y'all got. You mean to tell me I only have 3 viewers right now? Are you kidding me? Just say, hey, look, this is this nigga named Sky. He's crazy as hell. But he's got some ideas. And he conveys them pretty well. I rhymed like that because I had time like that. Another rhyme. Not trying, but just comes out like that. Call it a gift. Only got 38 subscribers. Well then, get your weight up. Keep grinding. I only had like 6 subscribers before 2024. 23 actually. It was 2023. I think now I'm messing up. Was it 4, 5, 6? I think it was 20. I'm messing up now. I can't remember when I started this channel. I think it was 2024 though. It was 2023. Definitely 2023. Definitely 2023. April 16th, I think 2023 is when I started this channel. I subscribe to you. Thank you, Michael. Salute. Thank you. Thank you for that. Make sure you tell your friends, your husband, your wife, your dog, your niece, your nephew, your cousins, all to subscribe to me as well. And tell them to make sure they view every show and share. Continue to share. I appreciate that, Michael. Salute to you. Salute. Now I have 0 viewers. Okay, so and then it's gonna go up to like 3, and then it's gonna go down to 1, and it's gonna go up to 2, and that's just the nature of the beast. He says okay. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. So only me. Okay, I got you. It's only him. And it still shows 0 viewers, but he's talking to me, so I don't know what, is that YouTube? YouTube's got the issue there? It's not on my end. It's YouTube's end, most likely. I might have 10,000 viewers, but I'd never know. See, there goes with 1 viewer. I guess Michael is the 1 viewer. Oh, man. It's fun. It's good times. I like it. It's good times. So I really have to I have to exhibit, the power of this channel. I have to be, on point. I'm trying to think of a word of the day. I've been missing my days with, word of the day, but maybe the word of the day is, missing. Missing is the word of the day. Why are there missing, views? Why are there missing subscribers? Why are there missing, why are all these things missing? Put that hat on tilt as much as you want. You're on Thorazine. I know it's Max. I mean, I said Max. Yeah, it is Max. Yeah, Max Visions. Tilt. Yeah, let me say it again. Put that hat on tilt as much as you want. You're on Thorazine. I'm not on Thorazine. I'm on lithium, olanzapine, clonazepam, and well, those are the main psych drugs. And the trazodone is to help me fall asleep. Kind. What is kind? What is kind, Michael? I'm not sure what you mean. But I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. And Max Vision, that invitation to Cash App, PayPal, Venmo is still open to you, sir. You don't want Gambino to beat you out. He dropped $50 on me yesterday. Salute to that man. Salute. It was just out of nowhere. I wasn't even talking about Cash App or anything. He just said, I just saw the green message come down, said $50. I said, God damn, all right, I'm putting in work. That's what I'm saying. Finally, somebody's realizing my grind. I'm putting in all this time and attention to making it. So I'll take $5. $5 and up. Now it's back to 0. I love that. But yeah, so it's a totally different thing. The moguls, that era of the CEO record executives, but they're close to the artists. They're not like faceless suits, just checking off boxes behind a desk. Dame. I mean, especially Dame. Dame was for his people. He was for his people. He was for Jay. He cussed out a whole room of people for no reason. He wasn't even supposed to be there. Jay wasn't there, and some allegedly he cussed him out for no reason at all. But it was the passion. It was the reality that felt. He said, "You know nothing about my culture. You know nothing about my culture. You don't know nothing about Rockefeller. You don't know about Jay. That's my artist. That's my artist." I'm paraphrasing a lot, but he was just so passionate and so genuine. He's not like, yeah, I guess, you guys really should pay attention to Jay. He's kind of like, he wasn't like that at all. You got to watch that video. It's on YouTube somewhere. So I think that is really a cool thing. Passionate leaders. The late great Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was a passionate leader. He had the artist touch. He wasn't a straight laced businessman like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. He had the artist touch to him, but he still had a flair for business as well. He definitely had a flair for business, and it came across when he was fired from his own company. I think when he was like 30, he was fired from Apple Computer. He was fired. Let me say it again. Fired. The board fired him, got him off of there. And then he said, you know what? I'm going to make my own computer. It's going to be called Next. Nobody's going to buy it because it costs $12,000. I'm inflating it. I'm just giving you an example. But, it's just a big block, and, it's just, I don't even know how it functioned, but he said he did it. He made it happen. He made Pixar. He came back on Apple, and the stock just resurged so tremendously by the time the iPhone was unveiled. And it's a few years later he passed away. That's sad, but it's amazing that he got onto that level. And that's the power of the CEO. What's missing, keyword, word of the day, is that killer instinct, I think, that and that want for beauty in the world. That desire to see something beautiful and great and ambitious and wonderful. To see that occur in the world, and for you to produce that. No, Steve Jobs didn't put hammer to nail. He didn't put the programming. He didn't make the glass. He didn't put it on the screen. He didn't make it fit in your pocket. He didn't do all that. He had engineers that did all that. But without his guidance, without his flow, that's why you have to watch this movie, Steve Jobs. Nobody saw it in the theaters. No, it tanked. Nobody. I don't think Aaron Sorkin made too much money from it. He made maybe $2 or $3 million from it. I think he made a lot more from The Social Network. He got the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. Here we go. Bumba. Get that dirt off your shoulder. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulder. That might have been the last video that Jay-Z and Dame Dash did, actually. I think it is. Dirt off your shoulder. He's got the America magazine, Dame Dash. Your homie holding position in the kitchen with soda out of strip of a watch, trying to get me a rover, trying to struck it to culture. Like the rest of the yes sir. You know the heck of the close. You know the smokers that test you, but like, all right, so I'm going too crazy. I'm not gonna rhyme the whole thing. I swear. Black Album was last classic J. No, 444. 444 was the last masterpiece. He has 4 masterpieces. Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, I'm gonna say Destiny Child, the Black Album, and 444. 444 was his last masterpiece, and everything else are lesser classics. He has 4 masterpieces, monumental works. But not classic in my opinion. Why is it not a classic in your opinion, Bumba? What makes it not a classic? Please explain in the most succinct manner you can manage. I'd appreciate it. Why isn't it I'm not saying it's a classic either. I'm saying it's a masterpiece. Ye has 4 masterpieces. The College Dropout, late registration, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Yeezus. Those are his 4 masterpieces. Everything else are lesser connection. The production wasn't that good. What? Crazy. What? No ID? No ID spazzed on them tracks. Those tracks are great. The production is excellent. Everything from the story of OJ to what is it? Someday we'll all be free. So I don't remember what. Let me look it up. 444 track list. Caught Their Eyes, 444, Moonlight, Marcy Me, Smile. These are classics, sir. Are you kidding me? Those are classics. That came out 2017. It's going to be 9 years next year. God damn time. Whew. That's what's missing. Missing is time. Time is missing. Word of the day is missing, and that's time. There's no time for anything. That's why you got to do it while you can do it. Do it while you can, because there's no time. No time to do anything. Kids rush up, children get older, and I'm getting older too. That's Stevie Nicks. So, what's missing? What's missing from the game? What's missing from life? What is missing in your life? Flower Boy or come on. 444, no question. My favorite Tyler the Creator project is Wolf. That's my favorite. Maybe not his greatest, but that's my favorite. His greatest is maybe Chromacopia. I think Chromacopia has so much ideals behind it that it makes it great. But Wolf is definitely, up there. I don't even know how you compared Flower Boy to 444, though. Did they come out the same year? Did Flower Boy come out in 2017? Wolf was blood. I disagree. Yeah, it came out in 2017. Okay, so you can compare them. You can compare 2017, 444. I see where you're going with that. Wolf was bloated. I don't think Wolf was bloated. I think Wolf was the truth. Flower Boy was 2017 something. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. Same thing with same thing with 444. 444 came out in June of 2017. So they both were summer albums. So I can see where you're going there. So but the key word today is missing. What is missing? What these views are missing. These people in the live chat are missing. A lot of people that I respect and I look up to and I see them sometimes in the chat room. They're missing right now because I would have at least 300 people in this live chat if legitimately I should have 300 to 400 people in here every night, every time, based on the people that I have as subscribers. I have 1,041, I think, subscribers right now. So something's missing, and it ain't me. I'm here. 1,043 subscribers. I should have at least 400 people in here, at least. At the very least. That's how much people I should have at this time. So what is missing? What is missing from this? I mean, there are voices that are missing. I'm the main one that's on the trigger. I'll say this: go to vocal.media and change your life. I made thousands of dollars off this website. Had to only put in a few $100. I made at least $2,600, I think, out of putting in $700. So that's a good return, right? I'd say. They on a milk carton there. Who buys milk cartons anymore like that though? I don't think that ever happened in Delaware. The milk carton thing. People missing and they go on milk cartons. That phenomenon never reached Delaware. First of all, in school, we drank milk out of bags, like literal plastic bags. I think that was to save money. You had to have a technique to puncture the bag with the straw, or it'll burst all over the place. On a milk carton like Dr. J. That's the first thing that came to mind when they said, where's Dre? Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. And the image that y'all are crazy, yo, Bumble, you're wild for that. Cause I saw the image of him of Eminem putting in the milk carton or taking it out or whatever it was in that video. And like, what happened to Dre? Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. And let's go. Let's talk about a conversation on that. Okay, so this is called on the same team, but you're getting the same goals. Okay, you're gonna be on the same team, but you're just getting the same goals. So all these niggas can say nigga all day around you and on the record and everything like that, but you can't say it. Does that make any sense to anybody? That makes zero sense to me. Eminem should be the first one to be able to say he's a nigger. He is a nigger. He is a nigger's nigger. He's poor white trash that came up from nothing and created something for himself in his life. He is a definition of a nigger. Told you, Dre, keep that thing put. Okay. Oh, I always say at the end. Told you, Dre, keep that thing put away. But that's what gets me. That's what's missing in the game. Truth. Missing in the game. Why is Eminem not able to say nigger on a song? I think he should be the first one to say nigger on a song. Nigger. I know you're gonna say that. Oh, he had a record out from the 1990s or something like that. He was talking about a girlfriend that dissed him or something like that. He had a black girlfriend. He called her a nigger in a rap song or something like that. That's cute. But I'm talking about him as the multi-platinum, multi-diamond creative force behind Shady Records. That's what I'm talking about. It's a totally different era. He should be able to say nigger all he wants. And I'm not caping for the white boy. I'm just saying it's true. That's reality. And every white person should say nigger freely. That's the thing, though. It's like, oh, I can't say that word. Oh, why can't you? Because you'll lose your job, you lose your status, you lose your stature. Everybody will be looking down on you and everything like that. But you say it allegedly, in your house, in your domicile. You say it all the time. Oh, nigger, 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 nigger. But okay, I'm at the job. I can't say it. I can't. I'll be in HR for 3 hours. Somebody filed a complaint. I can't be saying nigger. I can't do that. That's gonna be a problem for me. So that's what's missing in the game. Truth, honesty, and legitimacy. Those things are missing. you can't say the word nigger. That's something wrong with that. There's something missing there. Something that's definitely missing. You can't say the word nigger. The word nigger is a beautiful word. Like Paul Mooney, Rockin' Power. He said, I say nigga every day, and when I wake up in the morning, it helps me keep my teeth white. Nigga, 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 nigga. So every white person should be able to say that too. And not Nick Fuentes. He can say nigga all he wants. I'm not saying he should, but a lot of people say, oh, well, Nick Fuentes says it. He doesn't even count, really. He's part Mexican, so he's really a nigger in that part. But it's a shame how, it would have to take a rush of people, and people would be able to say, you can say it on network TV, and it's not like, the 7 words you can't say on television or on radio or whatever the case may be. Wiz, Dan got money hidden. Oh, we're talking about the top of the hour story. Yeah, is that alleged? What are you saying? Do you know Wiz? Do you know Wizard? Are you sure of that? Can you prove that? Can you give me credible evidence that backs your claim? I would love to know that, sir. We can go back to Dane. Dane, if he does have money hidden, it's probably overseas. It's probably, in a different country. It's probably in Germany or in U.S. Virgin, not in a different country, but in different territory, U.S. Virgin Islands or something like that. Or the Cayman Islands or something like, stashed. If he has anything hidden, it's not in the walls or under the sink. That's what happened with the late great Rockin' Power Nipsey Hussle. They took the dollars, right? They had like $300,000 worth of money, in dollar bills, and I don't know if they're in, maybe it was in hundreds. I don't know what it was in actually, but in what denomination it was. But they stashed it underground. I don't even think they used plastic. I doubt that they used plastic. But what happened was, cash is alive. Cash is cloth. Cash has to breathe. Cash isn't like it literally paper. Paper would have been worse. But it has to breathe. So it has to be in the right light. It has to be in the right circumstances. It has to be in the right conditions. They just put it under the ground and hope that nothing would happen, to it. But it got moldy and they couldn't use the money anymore. It was Black Sam? Black Sam and Nipsey Hussle. They stashed all that money and they couldn't even use it. It's a shame. Y'all can look that up right now. I'm looking up right now. I'm see. See, here it goes. Black Sam, Nipsey Hussle's brother, apparently stashes a significant amount of cash, including burying a reported $250,000. I said 300,000, so I was close. $250,000, some of which got mildewed, despite being wrapped in plastic. So there's another layer you have to do. You can't just wrap it in plastic. It's gotta be I guess treated with something. A story Nipsey often shared to highlight his brother's early hustle and discipline in saving money, contrasting with Nipsey's own early spending, serving as inspiration for their shared entrepreneurial spirit. So that's crazy. He did wrap it in plastic. That's what I was wondering. Did he wrap it in plastic? But he wrapped it in plastic and it's still mildewed. Still got mildew on it. You probably have to like airtight. It has to be. Probably got air got into it. You gotta vacuum seal it. Maybe he didn't vacuum seal it. Wiz says probably in his kid's name. He's talking about Damon Dash. Probably. What's his son's name? It's like Buzzy, Bumpy, Burry, something. Boogie. Boogie Dash. Lucky Dash, Tallulah, Ruth Dash, and Ava Dash. And Dusko, of course. Lucky is Damon Dash III. But that's what's missing in the game right now. Hey, I'd like to thank everybody that came through. Thank you, Wiz, for coming in at the end of the game. Appreciate it. It was like you shot a shot and made it at the end of the buzzer, right at the buzzer beater. So I'm gonna take my time right now, take my talents to the lower levels and watch a basketball game or something like that, or get ready for it. But thank you all for coming in, and I do appreciate you. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. Thank you very much. Take care.